Hey, welcome to Plural Flavor, and today I will be showing you how to make butter chicken, aka chicken makhani. I thought I should share this recipe because everyone I know loves this dish. As a matter of fact, the first time I've tried this dish, I fell in love with it and I vowed to make it. And it was at this spot right here in Rogers Park in Chicago. Don't let the exterior fool you, they have the best food. Of course, before we begin, I'd like to ask you to please hit like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell for new released videos. Alright, let's begin. For the ingredients, you will need a pound and a half of chicken, 1 tablespoon lemon juice, 5 flat tablespoons of plain yogurt. You will also need 2 tablespoons of chopped fresh ginger and 5 cloves of crushed garlic. You also need 3 medium tomatoes and 1 large onion. I have 2 because I didn't have a large onion, so I used a medium and a small onion. There's quite a few spices in this dish, and first I will make my spice mix for the chicken to marinate in. And I will need a tablespoon and a half of chili powder, a teaspoon and a half of salt, 1 teaspoon of coriander, 1 teaspoon of cumin, 1 teaspoon of turmeric, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of mango powder, and that's optional, and 1 teaspoon of paprika. And once you have all your spices, just go ahead and give them a nice mix. You will also need 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds, 2 bay leaves, 5 cloves, and 3 cardamom pods. There is one more spice mix to add in the end, and for that you will need half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper, half a teaspoon of chili powder, and that's optional. I just like my food spicy. 1 teaspoon of garam masala, and you can get this at any international food market. 1 teaspoon of brown sugar and 2 teaspoons of fenugreek leaves. Just give this a little mix and set it to the side. Lastly, you will need half a pint of heavy whipping cream, 1 stick of butter, and 1 large tablespoon of tomato paste. Okay, no more ingredients. Let's put this together. First, add a tablespoon of lemon juice to the chicken along with 5 tablespoons of yogurt. Make sure they are flat spoons. You don't want your chicken to swim in yogurt. And just go ahead and give this a mix. Once you mix in your yogurt, you will add in the spice mix that you made for the marinade. Just add all of it in and mix it in thoroughly. Your end result should look something like this, and you will go ahead and cover it with saran wrap or close the lid in my case and let it marinate for at least an hour. While I wait for my chicken to marinate, I will chop my onions and tomatoes. It doesn't really matter which size you chop your veggies to, as this will all turn into paste. I'm sorry, it just looks like a little boat. Alright, add a stick of butter to a pan and let it melt on medium heat. Add a teaspoon of cumin seeds in there, stir them in, and let them cook for about 1 minute. Next, add in the ginger and the garlic, stir them in, and cook them for a minute or so. Then add in the onions, give them a mix, and cook them for about 4 to 5 minutes on medium heat. You want to make sure that you stir your onions about halfway through because you don't want the onions to burn. And after about 5 minutes, you will add in the tomatoes, mix them in, and let them cook for about 5 to 6 minutes, also stirring them halfway. Once this is done cooking, you will use a ladle to take out the ingredients and set them aside to cool down. Make sure to leave the butter and the liquid in the pan. Next, you will add in your bay leaves, your cardamom, and your cloves, and you will just give them a stir and let them cook for about half a minute. And then you will add in your marinated chicken. Mix the chicken around a little bit to kind of spread it out, then close the lid and let it cook for 10 minutes. Meanwhile, I will transfer my tomatoes, onion, ginger, and garlic to a blender, and I will blend this to a smooth consistency. Your end result should have no chunks and it should be a paste-like consistency. It's been about 10 minutes and I will just give my chicken a quick stir and I will add in the sauce to the chicken. Make sure to mix in the sauce really well. Now I will add a large tablespoon of tomato paste, and of course I need to mix this in. I don't want any chunks of tomato paste left in my sauce. Close the lid and let this cook for about 12 to 15 minutes. Okay, it's been about 15 minutes and I will give my chicken a stir, and the next thing I will need to do is I will need to take out the cardamom pods, the cloves, and the bay leaves. Believe me, you do not want to bite into a cardamom pod. It is pretty gross. But anyways, it becomes sort of like a hunting game. It's kind of hard to find them in there, but not impossible. Remember that spice mix in the beginning of the video that I said you would add in the end? Well, this is it. Add that in and give this a nice mix. Lastly, I will add in the half pint of the whipping cream and give this another really good mix. But seriously, you want to make sure that everything is really blended in. I will close the lid and let this cook for another 10 to 12 minutes, and after that my dish is ready to be served. You should garnish this dish with cilantro and you can serve it over rice and have some salad on the side, or you can simply eat this as a finger food with paratha, which is a flatbread, by the way, for those who do not know. Anyways, please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed this recipe. Please check out my channel for more delicious recipes, and as always, thank you for watching.